Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. I am bringing you Bases Loaded by Shawn Michael. This is the republished version, republished by Dreamspinner Press. We have 4 main characters in this story. When I started reading the blurb, I noticed that it was about baseball, and that's really as far as I got because I didn't care. That's all I wanted. I was like, baseball? Boom, sign me up. So here are our 4 players in the game. Ha ha ha. We have Brett. He is a professional baseball player in the MLB. He has a shoulder injury. He's had surgery. He's done physical therapy, all sorts of things, but he just cannot get his shoulder back into playing status. So as a last resort, they are sending him to the deep south, to this kind of hidden gem where he is going to get anything and everything that he needs to get better. So him and his partner Benj pack up, leave the city, and head south. So we have Brett and Benj. And then we have Ralph. Ralph is like the physical therapist, the main guy at this facility. And then, as the blurb says, we have his Cajun lover, Gene. Gene is also the cook, the nourishment man, the guru extraordinaire with so many things. When we meet Brett, we have to acknowledge that he is a professional baseball player. He's so close to retirement, but he wants to do it on his terms. He wants 1 more year of play and then to say that he is done. But with his injury right now, he might not have that. And then he's in pain, and he's a cranky bastard. And then we have Benj, who is so maddeningly in love with Brett and can remember all the good times. But right now, he has to deal with cranky bastard, especially through this flight to the south. And then they arrive at this place, and oh my God, where has the team sent them? And then instead of Brett being like all in and saying, this is what you wanted me, this is what I'm going to do, he's like this stubborn ass. And he's like, this is how I've done things forever. This is how I'm going to continue to do things. I'm not changing this. I'm not changing that. And you guys can go F yourselves on this and this and this. So at first I felt for Brett. And then I thought, go fuck yourself. You're a douche. And then I started feeling for Benj. This is where my star rating is gonna go down, because I started feeling like maybe he was being emotionally and mentally abused by Brett. Because Brett's in a place in his head where nothing else around him totally matters. Like, he'll have moments of clarity where he's like, oh yeah, Benj exists. And then it's just like, Brett, 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 me, 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 me. And I see where Shawn puts his writing, and everybody else can see Benj as like this weak being, but Brett knows that he's this strong, capable man. But I also think he takes Benj completely for granted. And it pissed me off. So I see where Shawn's going with it, but I also am just completely angered. And I don't see it as good writing at the anger that I am, because I see it as abuse. And I don't know if it's supposed to be purposeful abuse, and then we see things change later on, or what. But either way, it pissed me off to no end. Ralph kind of gets Brett, and can get into his head, and can get him to understand certain things and how things need to get done. Gene never likes Brett. Thinks that Benj can do so much better than Brett. And at times I agree. And at other times I'm like, they're perfect for each other. So this book isn't surrounded by the game of baseball, but baseball is throughout the book. I mean, we have a baseball player who's injured trying to get better and constantly thinks about the game. What will he do if he can't play? And we see some great character arcs and developments. Brett being this cranky bastard, and Benj going from kind of like a skittish, frightened little thing sometimes. We finally get to see the strong man that Brett's constantly talking about. But then we kind of see Brett weak and needing all the help he could possibly get. I mean, Shawn brings us this great twist of events in this story. And watching these two kind of switch places like a Freaky Friday and have to role reverse. There's just so many beautiful golden gems like hidden throughout the book that I think it's spectacular. Things that make you stop and think and wonder. At least for me, it made me stop and say, oh, okay. Back then when I was really pissed about this, I can see that now. I mean, it still doesn't change the fact that I'm lowering the star rating, because there was nothing that changed the fact of how I felt of regards to Brett treating Benj. So many events occurred and conversations took place that I could see the growth, especially between Brett and Benj, and then them separately as their own individuals. It was kind of like a second puberty for everything. And then the sex. You get to witness the wonderfulness, the hot and spicy love between Ralph and Jean, and then you get Brett and Benj. This story really is about these two couples. I mean, you get equal opportunity between the two, and then you get to see a beautiful friendship develop. In the end, I think the story is worth giving a shot. And then we can talk about how you feel about the Benj and Brett situation, how you feel about Brett individually, Benj individually. I think it's a good book for fodder where we can just chit-chat away and have some great discussion. So I am giving Bases Loaded by Shawn Michael 4 stars. I am leaving the Amazon and the Dream Spinner link down below so you can one click and be on your way. If you've enjoyed this review, I'm going to ask that you help me with that YouTube algorithm. Give me a like. Leave me a comment. I love to interact with all of you guys. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Right now, I'm recovering from surgery, so I have no idea when new content will come out. And that's the magic of the subscribe button, is that you will get a notification when I have something new for you. If you're like me and think this chick's pretty awesome, down below I'm going to leave stalker links aplenty. Go, click, investigate, enjoy. If you have a book or an arc you'd like me to read or some light editing proofreading you would like done, you can request via website. Bases Loaded by Shawn Michael, republished by Dream Spinner Press, 4 stars. Bye. Hi, my name is Christina and I am your librarian here at Christina's Bookshelf. And today I am bringing you Love by Number by DJ Jameson. This is a baseball, it's not really a baseball story, but it has a baseball-centered theme. And I'm so excited because that means that baseball season is here. And I have saved this story for like a year for this reason, to bring it to you at the beginning of baseball season. So it's been on my TBR